sunglasses. You're like, it's not. That's not how you pronounce acoustics. It's,
Oh yeah.
it's funny because it's not right.
We're rolling.
Oh, we're rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up? We got Vishy in here today.
Yeah,
We're
Friend
rolling.
of pod. Very good
Rolling.
friend of pod.
absolutely love the pod, man. I'm sorry, I'm just eating a garlic bread in the middle of recording.
Yeah, no. Eat away.
Just
Eat that garlic bread.
Can you hear me chewing? Oh,
That's why I gave it to you. We're also an ASMR podcast.
we
We're
are,
branching
yes,
out
That's
yeah.
true.
to mukbang.
Oh, okay.
We're rolling like the stolen generation. That's
Rolling
good.
Stolen.
We're rounding it up. We're taking them
Is that like a
back
new cover
and-
band, like Rolling Stone?
Rolling
Stolens?
I like that. The Rolling Stolens, and it's
I can't get no.
old people.
Remuneration.
I can't get
Whatever
no
the word is.
remuneration.
We're going down a pretty dark
Yeah.
tunnel there.
Give me
but,
back my. I don't know.
That's a dark tunnel, kind of like where Jackson was on the weekend. He was entering a lot of dark tunnels.
I wasn't
with
doing
his-
that.
when he was at the certain bars on Oxford Street.
Interesting.
There we go. We've
Oh,
taken
yeah.
it straight back there. Which is,
Yeah,
which
taking
is
it.
good.
Oh, yeah, back to the tool shed.
Back to the
Yeah.
tool
I
shed.
I think
yeah,
that's the name of
my
the episode.
first.
Back to the tool shed.
Back to the tool
Every
shed.
time, yeah. I'm guessing like probably every time I come down, we're all just gonna talk about the tool shed.
I know, every time you come
I'm
out of your
Vishaal, the
penis-
tool shed Nandavar.
Every time you come out of your penis, there's a man in front of you. There we go. There we go, folks.
Can you break that one down for me? So, since you were last on the pod, you've got
I
your
can't
own pod-
breathe for the first time.
You
Off to a great start, guys.
Sorry, Kelly Clarkson. I don't know.
Fucking love Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my god.
I actually have her album in my car, Breakaway.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that song, Breakaway.
Breakaways. It's actually, I think it's written by Avril Lavigne.
What about Kelly Jeremy Clarkson? Clark. And he's kind of like. There we go. She's
Since
like,
you've been gone.
Since you've been gone, I can't.
I
stop my
can't.
car or something. For
What
the
about
first time.
what about Jelly Sharkson? And she's half jellyfish, half shark. And she doesn't really fit in with either of them. She's too jelly for the sharks and too sharks for the jellies.
How about Kelly Parkinson's?
Kelly Park.
What about Kelly Narkson? And you're smoking weed at a party and she's like, "What are you guys doing?" Or she keeps showing up to drug deals and she just looks like she doesn't belong.
Yeah.
How about Nellie Clarkson? She's wearing a Band-Aid. And she's like, do you have a
Nelly.
cut? Yes, I know it's a fashionable
Or
thing.
Nelly Furtado Clarkson, and she does
There
a
you go.
crossover of Kelly
So you're
Clarkson
basically
and
the same
Nelly
person.
Furtado. Say it right since you've been gone. Just like crossovers.
What about
Kelly
Kelly?
Lad just shows up and he's just like mixing beats and stuff, like remixing Kelly Clarkson songs.
What about Kelly Sharkson and she's a shark, but she's
Okay.
also a jellyfish? But that's not part of her name.
How about Smelly Clarkson? And she's she's a taxi driver or something like that.
Oh, thanks for that, man.
Boom,
You're a
we
brown
are
guy
on
on the
that.
pod, and you're like
Finish
Smelly
everyone.
Clarkson. Yeah, Smelly Clarkson, you know, like they go driving cabs and they smell shit. Like they just had like a chicken curry before they started the meter.
Since you've been gone. I can't. I don't even know if I'm going to go
I can't
down that.
breathe in this taxi.
Yeah, it's good to have you back on pod, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is actually
First-
one of my favorite pods, man. I've been listening to you guys like ever since even before that, but like I was in the Central Coast like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't have like any social media, but I had one thing that was on. It was the Sausage Boys, man.
Central Coast.
Wow.
What were
In
you
this-
getting called Smelly Clarkson a lot by a lot of the racist people?
I saw
Are
a
they
lot.
racist up that way?
No, not really.
Not
that I mean, I was there for a week, so I didn't experience much, but
There's a big banner saying Smelly Clarkson.
well, if I had known before, I would have gone and checked it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but since you've been gone. Since last time you were here, you started up your own podcast.
Yes.
Curb Stomp Your Serenity Now.
It's the white
That's a
supremacist
great
podcast,
curb
which
something
is-
serenity. Curb your serenity now. Yes. Started my own pod. Well, I started with a friend of mine, comic friend of mine from the scene, Mark Taylor. Originally, I had Shahan Winegasekar on as
Okay,
co-host.
yeah, enough. We're not going to use words like that. Sorry. I know it's called Curb Stomp Your Serenity now, but we're not saying the N word on this podcast. Sorry.
That's in his name, man. That's in his name. All right, we'll go Shahan W.
What's the name?
Sneaky.
Can you wait? I
you slow
actually
it down
missed
a
that.
little
Can you
bit?
say it
What's his
slowly?
last
All
name?
right,
Everyone, no. This...
Just call him Shahan.
No, I want to know his last name, and if any.
All right,
bookers
I'll
and
spell
stuff
out his last
or,
name. W.
No, we want to pronounce.
Last name.
Let's go.
Why couldn't he have a stage name? Like seriously, Mark is trying to go for a stage name, but Shahan's like, no, we're gonna keep the last name. But yeah, Wanek.
Go do it.
Are you trying to cancel me right now?
Yeah, so
Before I plug the pod, I'm getting cancelled right now.
you're up to like 19, 18 now?
17. We just
Sick.
That's a good
released it.
age for women.
How crazy is this? Yeah,
That's a really good age for women. That's
was-
also the age of the women he has sex with.
I was
17.
driving,
Yeah.
and their numbers actually moved backwards.
That's what we're up to episode
Wait,
9
what?
all the time.
Yeah, I was driving with Amy, and we put your podcast on
Yeah.
to listen to, and
Wait, what?
which one?
When she said,
Oh, we were driving, yeah, and I put it on for me and my girlfriend to listen to, and she said, "Turn this off."
I've made it. We've made it in the podcast game, man.
we made that joke earlier. That's
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
do now. We repeat.
Yeah, no,
things.
That's
she-
when you know you made it. Right? If your podcast is turned off, at least I get to listen. You know what I mean?
true.
Like that's.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
was listening to some of it.
But she was calling up Spotify saying, "How can I have that click because I don't want to give them a listen." She's like, "I want to talk to that Swede."
Yeah.
She's like, "He's stop
Swede.
calling us that." I want to talk to that Swede Mark
yeah,
Echo or
podcast
whatever his
guy.
name is.
Spotify.
And
yeah.
get this. So Amy's sister does voiceovers for ads and shit like that.
Whoa.
We pressed play
Yeah.
on the podcast. There was an ad at the beginning of your podcast.
Yeah.
And it was Amy's sister.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
She was like, "What are you listening to?"
I'm listening to the
And
woman
I
I'm
was like,
cheating
"This
on
is
you
Fish."
with.
I was like, "This is Fishy's podcast." How weird is that?
Yeah. That's.
Gosh.
I actually don't know like the ads that come up on my podcast, man. I've just started monetizing them. There's this.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, so there's this. It's called Spreaker, and you just pay a monthly subscription.
What's it called?
Spreaker.
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 Is that what you do at like public schools, like children in primary schools?
Yeah, public speaking. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I get monetized 3 cents for every paragraph.
Everyone, there's a Spreaker on the campus. Don't look at him.
Yeah, so like through the monthly subscription, you can like monetize like each episode, and yeah, so and it's like automatically done. So I'm not like sometimes I don't know when the ad comes into the pod, but what they do is in this in order to put the ad in, they'll find like a part where it's like there's like dead air or just like no one speaking, and they'll just inject the ad into that.
serious?
Yeah.
That's why we have so many ads on our podcast.
I was just about to say, like, this is the point for our listeners. From here on out, we are going to have ads.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Make hustle, baby.
Blue Chew. Anyway, for the.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, yeah. Has Blue Chew reached out to you guys?
Let's just say there being some blue.
Getting blue balled from Blue Chew?
Let's just say I'm reaching out to them every time I take a Blue Chew, because I'm getting an erection.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a good listen.
Yeah, man, thanks. I mean, I actually thought that like people would get like annoyed by the ads, but so far I've not had any
It
complaints.
has a level
about
of professionalism to it, I think.
Right.
You know what I mean? Listening to it, it's kind of like, oh, they're doing something. It feels like you're getting paid, which makes me more inclined to be like,
Yeah.
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 What was
I
the
think-
ad?
We were wigging out about it being Amy's sister. I don't even know. We listened to it probably like 3 times, and we're just like, is that
Yeah.
her? Is that her? And then sent her like a little audio clip, and she's like, no, that sounds like a New Zealand guy and Vishaal.
And we're not wigging out. We're wigging out, but with an N.
No, we're not.
Because we're listening to some Kendrick Lamar, and that's what you and Amy like to call.
Yeah, I was listening to your podcast. There was a lot of N words, and he kept talking about how he's the king of New York.
Yeah, of course.
He was the king of the East Coast and the West Coast. He balances them both.
Oh, that's
He's-
good. That's
He
good.
balances, yeah.
That's
The first ever rapper to like, cross over to both coasts.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, are you guys huge fans of Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like a little bit of.
I he's got good lyrics, but I just can't stand his voice.
I just can't stand his skin tone. I just can't stand black people.
Me, it's just the voice. Just that, I don't know. It's just got that chipmunky type of voice, that high nasal. I just don't like it. And
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I know a lot of people can't stand
Yeah,
his voice.
he experiments with it a lot. He's got a lot of different kind of
yeah.
tones and shit going on, which I like.
He's also
like
got
that.
a whole lot of tones and eyes going on. He's probably interested in larger white women.
Wait, is that song, Dance Monkey?
Dance Monkey. She made that as a retaliation to Kendrick Lamar, saying I've got a lot of tones and eyes in my inboxes.
That was a
So
diss
like
track
that.
against the
That was a diss track.
Rolling. What was it? The
Rolling Stallones.
The Rolling Stallone. That's pretty good, and it's just Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
I am trying to think of a Rolling Stone song. Quick, someone give me one.
I know. I couldn't think of any.
Is
before
it
either.
Satisfaction?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can get no satisfaction.
I've lost the voice
Wait,
now. As soon as I thought
all right,
about it,
let me try. I can't get no satisfaction. Oh, that sounds pretty bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's me, Mick Jagger,
Mick Jagger.
Hey,
but it's not really. It's Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, Bally, it's me. I'm Sylvester Stallone. Hey.
Yeah, well.
How about like really bad accents?
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, Bally, Sylvester Stallone here. Hey, what's happening? I'm Sylvester Stallone.
That's
Anyway,
sounds like
folks.
Sylvester Stallone in the valley in California. He's just
How about Sylvester Stallone and Generation?
What, do Chinese people call them Chinese restaurants?
kids.
Or do they just call them restaurants?
What do they call them? Oh, that's true. That's a really
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, I don't know if
people-
anyone's thought about that before.
We're just
Yeah.
going to a restaurant.
That's actually interesting. I think even like Indian restaurants, if I'm like, we're gonna go to an Indian restaurant, I'm going with another Indian person.
Do you want Smelly Clarkson tonight? Do you want Smelly? Do you want Smelly Clarkson, or do you want to eat
Smelly
animals?
Clarkson
Do you wanna
curry? Oh, dude, I would fucking eat that. I would endorse that shit.
That is actually really good.
I'd try and find an ad and put that in my podcast.
Smelly Clarkson
curry.
curry.
So,
Since you've been gone, I can't breathe. Something like that.
I can't breathe.
it's going to be a great episode. We got some great segments coming up.
Yes.
All right.
Right after these sponsors.
Anyway, folks.
These are sponsors.
Whoa, I almost fell over there.
Wow.
Something about.
Wow, that was a hot sponsor. You just had to
I know,
whoa,
I
I
had to kinda
felt
go back a little bit.
couldn't control your chair. Wow, what a fucking sponsor right there.
What do you think of that, guy? So I thought about Chinese restaurants. They'd probably say, "Hey, do you want cats and dog for dinner?" Something like that. We've also gone very cheap with our humour. Cheaper than.
We've run out. We're like, this is an endless well. And I run out. This is a big one as well. This is episode 50.
This is the opposite of Jackson's penis.
Ooh, this is 50. I'm on the
50.
50th episode. I feel very honored, man. Yeah, to be on this.
Yeah.
Or if it's like, no, we're gonna put you to 51. We already recorded one before.
Yeah, we're not
You're
releasing
50.
this one.
You're not releasing this one. Yeah.
We recorded another one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a lost episode. It's
You
going to
said
be
it was our worst. I think we both said it was our worst.
I
thought it was-
I didn't want to tell the listeners that. I was going to try and make it a great thing. I was like, no, it's the lost episode. It's going to be great. And then in another 20 episodes time, we can put that out.
Yeah.
But no, it's the worst episode we've ever done.
Why don't you start up a Patreon and then just put that as a Patreon exclusive?
We're gonna get on the page soon.
Get on the Patreon, yeah.
Yeah, we got to get on the Patreon.
We'll get on the
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's awkward.
Yeah, my podcast, I think it's too early to get on Patreon because we've only had almost 20 episodes. Just released 19. I feel like it's too early to. When's the right time to get a Patreon for a podcast? What do you guys think?
I think when you suck in a good fan base
I don't even think you can just do it.
and see what happens.
Yeah, and see what happens, and then
Okay.
start releasing extra episodes on there or whatever. You don't even necessarily need to do that. You can just get patrons, people that want to support your shit.
All right.
You know?
Subscribe to my Patreon. It's just I'm plugging my Patreon before I even create a Patreon.
Yeah. We just keep on telling people that. Like, hey, we've been looking out for your Patreon and there's been nothing there. We go to your Patreon and it's just a link to Sky News. Or
What if the episodes are free and then if they sign up to the Patreon, you get access to audio of us saying slurs?
Oh, okay, that's true. That's a
Yeah,
very good one. Actually.
that would be worth the $2 a month, right?
What if we just had subscribe to the Patreon here? We just had it's like a child porn website. It'd be a funny bit.
Your Patreon is just another link. Subscribe to our Patreon, and then you'll go to another link, and you're gonna see some exclusive content.
Yeah, I know. They would understand it. It's funny.
This is very interesting, actually. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. So I was looking for like a horror movie last night, and I normally go to Reddit to try and find something that'll kind of spark something, and I'll chuck that on Netflix.
Yeah.
Normally it doesn't have that one, but it gives you like a related one. And from having a look on Reddit, there's this thing called the iceberg of horror or something like that. Have you guys heard of this?
No, I haven't.
I have.
No. What's that?
So it begins.
That's an iceberg with everything. They've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, where it's like there's a thing on the surface that everyone can see, and then it gets really deep, like an iceberg.
Yeah.
So at the top here, they have Friday the 13th, Child's Play, The Conjuring, Annabelle. And then just beneath that, Saw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Human Centipede.
Texas getting brain sore, massacre. How about iceberg and it's like the iceberg's Jewish? Something like that.
Icebergs too.
Yeah, and it keeps kind of going down.
Yeah.
And I was kind of Googling them and just having a look where there was. And as you get closer to the bottom, you type in the name of the movie, and it doesn't have like a picture or any information, doesn't have a plot or a bio.
As you get closer to the bottom, you go to Jackson's house. Because he's a bottom, folks.
Yeah, but it's so freaky, and I was looking into it. There's one, what's it called? Most disturbed person on the planet is what it's called. And it is...
Someone who just saw Jackson's penis.
It's someone who just saw my penis.
So small.
I've heard of small penises,
But that
this
is
is
just-
ridiculous.
Disturbing.
I actually had to get like a magnifying glass out. I was like, fuck, even smaller.
You pull out a magnifying glass, and somehow it's even smaller.
What's wrong, Johnny? You look like you just seen a ghost.
Got to pick your blue chew. And it only grew a centimeter.
So I got down,
I
and
have seen a ghost because what I saw doesn't exist.
I was having a look at that one, Most Disturbed Person on the Planet, and it's a series of, I think somewhere in Europe they put it together, and it's just like a bunch of what do you call them? They're just vignettes or something like that, little videos kind of pieced together, meant to freak out the Western civilization. So it's shit like a video of a dog that's been taken to the pound that's getting put down.
Oh, dang.
And shit like that. And like a snake getting skinned alive.
And then one was just Jackson's penis.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What's
It's hard to see in that vignette. Get the magnifying glass.
That's not a man's penis. Henry, that's not a man's penis. Henry!
Yeah.
Henry, turn it off! Turn it off!
Yeah.
That's not a crone. Oh, he's an adult.
That video on the ring that they showed people and they were dying in 7 days, it was actually my sex tape.
What about a movie The Ring and it's like she's just wearing a cock ring?
She's wearing a cock ring.
Oh, did you hear gay guys can get married now? What do you propose to each other with? A cock ring?
That's a really good one. I can imagine like a 60-year-old man telling that at a golf club and murdering with it.
Yeah, it's just interesting how deep it goes, unlike Karim's penis. Which is
Okay, we're going to me now, are we?
The tables have turned. That's why you got those pretentious glasses.
Yeah, I know.
To make up for your really small penis.
If I can't see it, if no one else can see it,
That's why you wear
See
it.
it either.
You don't have to see it.
that's the only reason people wear glasses. So they
Yeah,
don't have
just
to
have to see their
penis.
penis.
So that's just the video of just horrible events.
Yeah, like a number of them goes for like over an hour or something like that.
Did you watch any?
No. That's what I was going to say. Like, I kind of want to bring myself to get there just to kind of put myself through it.
Right.
But
a
I'm
dog
wondering...
being put down is just like getting a needle and dying.
Yes.
That's because it's
And
so
or
real, I guess.
don't they shoot dogs as well to put them? Or maybe that's like in the countryside.
Well, that's when I'm jerking off. That's in the videos, so the porns that I watch.
Is that in the film?
And it's really interesting because it's so...
It's weird that Vishaal watches that video at night, 11 o'clock.
What video?
Of you jerking off?
Of that horror movie. Yeah,
It's just Kareem jerking off.
I think they call them like exploitation films.
Mm.
It's like exploitation horror. It's
Right.
just so down that rabbit hole kind of thing. And I'm wondering who is this for? Like there's snuff films and shit like that.
Yeah.
Who are those people? What is
Exploitation horror. I like it. Like it's just real life things. It's not
It's-
even really horrific. It's just kind of really disturbing and
Yeah.
sad.
that one specifically is, but exploitation is just like using a genre's tropes to the max.
Yeah, exploitation. I find a bit annoying.
Yeah, it probably is just for like really fucked up people, I guess. Like
I
just
know.
mental, apathetic, the people who are just like, just at such a low point in life where they need to watch.
A dog being put down.
Yeah,
Or like a guy with a really small penis.
yeah.
But that one, for example, that one really struck a chord with me because it's all real things
Yeah.
that are meant to freak out a Western audience because they have to forces you to reflect on how fucked up everything around you is.
It's freaked me out, in all honesty. Like, I think what Gavin we had on, and he talked
Yeah.
about that, and he's like, the scariest things, it's not even like horror, it's something so real.
It's not,
and
yeah,
so-
not that shit like you see in Halloween, like with ghosts and like
Yeah.
like it's actual like people doing fucked shit to other,
Yes.
not just other human beings, but like to animals as well, like putting the dog down, skinning a snake, like.
Or even just like a guy running late, missing work, and he's got like kids, and he literally just is like going to lose his job. And it's just like the camera on his face, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, how you gonna provide for them?" He's like, "I have no idea." And then it just ends.
He's like, I don't know, through my life insurance, and then jumps in his drive. Yeah, what else?
And it's just an ad for like Amy.
Dang, this is the best Amy. I've
You're
ever
with
seen in my
Amy,
life.
even though you're.
And then
Dad's
Jackson
dead.
comes by, and he's like, "At least I don't have that guy's penis." And that's why I'm not going to- so I'm
That's the
with
end of
this.
the ad. Is just going to. This is why you need life insurance. You got a small penis. You need life-
Do you think if you have a really nice penis, you can get penis insurance in case anything ever happens?
Yeah,
to your
I
penis?
think it's out there.
And you
I know
lose
like
all your confidence, you won't be able to work.
I know like Kim Kardashian has insurance on her butt. So
Really?
yeah, I don't know if it's true, but it might be true. I don't know.
Gosh, I can imagine it.
Yeah.
I was also imagining that guy who lost his job and can't provide, like, jumped into the traffic, and then you find out, like, he actually had another job, but he saw Jackson's penis. And that's like, he didn't even lose
Yeah,
his job.
Yeah.
He said, I'll never have a penis that big because
Okay.
mine is like exactly like Kareem's.
That was a good
I have a feeling you guys would know what each other's penises would
we
look
would.
like.
A lot of people have said that, and
A lot of people are correct.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
freaky. It's freaky shit. And as you do look at it, it goes from like Friday the 13th, The Conjuring. It's all like mystical shit, and then the deeper down, it's more real to the point. What's that one? And it's like it's like a cannibal movie. But they did it so...
Cannibal Holocaust or something like that.
think so, yeah.
Cannibal, what?
It's
Cannibal
like
Holocaust.
like an indigenous tribe in some place
Far.
and who are like cannibals, and it's so real looking that it's like a snuff film. Like
Yeah.
They're ripping apart like monkeys and shit like that.
They killed animals. They killed monkeys and stuff, didn't they? Did they?
Right? Yeah.
And monkeys is a term for the natives.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
There we go, folks.
Cut.
We get it.
Yeah, I can't watch that shit. Like, Yeah, I don't do much horror anyways, but
Yeah,
like
not
anything.
You're not into the horror.
Nah, it's just I can't.
Do you get scared or you just don't find joy in it?
It's a bit of both. Like it depends on the movie. Like sometimes I'd get pretty scared easily, and then just like the ones we were discussing before, I just don't see the point in watching that. Like it's just
Yeah, I guess what are the scariest one? Is it the Conjuring? That's really
Yeah, I've heard was it? Yeah, it came out a while back actually. Yeah, it was supposed to be
the scariest.
the scariest one.
I guess that's the difference between scary and disturbing.
I think it's meant to be both.
Yeah.
I think it was meant to be scary and all the greatest horror, like best.
Yeah, I think like disturbing is like one I just try and avoid watching. Like for me, I feel like if I watch something like that, it's not gonna help me throughout the day. I'm just I'm gonna get traumatized. Like
Of course, I'm the same. Like I hear that and I was like, oh, greatest horror movie ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't really have any inclination to watch
But
it.
it's so fascinating. There's something fascinating about horror and kind of like the morbid.
You like horror? You must like horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I enjoy watching it. It's
Well,
fun watching with my friends.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have friends.
I
So
would.
that's the difference.
I mean, like, I probably would like with horror. I don't watch it in movie form, but more so in music.
You live it.
I live it. Yeah.
my life is a horror movie.
Yeah.
And
It's like
in the cab when I drive in smelly classic.
It's like
That's my horror right there.
It's like a recording artist that doesn't want to get influenced by other musicians, so they don't listen to it.
Yeah.
You don't want to watch other murder movies.
You don't want to watch, yeah. But like with horror, I like being a metalhead, I would listen to a lot of death metal and black metal and all that sort of stuff. And
There's some dark themes in that.
Yeah, black metal especially. Like they go like beyond like
they
just
talk
the music.
about just like robbing white people, having sex with thick white women.
Yeah, I know, scary stuff.
Watermelon.
Very scary.
Fried chicken. I want my fried chicken.
Karim does voices now, and they're all super
He's
racist.
He's the Nancy Cartwright of the podcast right now, just doing all of the voices, just Bard, Nelson.
This has become a voice.
Yeah, like black metal, like the musician, especially up in Norway, like there was a thing in the 90s where they would like burn churches and like kill other band members and they're
actually killing each other.
Yeah, there was like one story where a band member, like one of the guys in the band killed their band member and then made necklaces out of their skull.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In Norway.
Norway, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, Norway in the 90s was pretty fucked.
No way, man.
Yeah.
No way, man.
And they were.
I'm heading out after that one.
They were like, yeah, that's hectic. I wonder if they're.
Imagine how silly they sound as well.
A lot of them were like rebelling against like the Christian, like they had like a what was it? Was
Christians
very
like
religious.
don't kill each other. Like fuck that.
And then they were like it's like they believe in Satan and they fucking do all that seance and all that sort of shit.
They sound so silly though. It'll be like, oh, look, I'm wearing a necklace. I'm the devil. Oh, the devil is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're selling these necklaces. You want a necklace? It's made out of my mate's skull.
Oh, yes, it's my mate's skull. Oh.
Burning churches. I can't do Norwegian.
Oh, guess what I'm wearing, Helga? I'm wearing Siegfried.
Siegfried.
This is Siegfried on my neck.
I'm Roy.
Do you have nightmares? Do you get nightmares? Do they like rattle you?
Yeah, I think if I like watch a horror movie, which I don't do normally, but if I end up watching one, I get nightmares pretty easily. Or I have trouble sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after watching it. Yeah.
I think that's normal.
That's very normal.
Yeah.
Getting nightmares after a horror movie.
I kind of like a nightmare that you're kind of trapped in and whatever. I think that's a very enjoyable way to sleep. That's like the most action you can get out of dreaming.
What?
Wait.
Enjoyable.
Yeah.
Wait, so
It's like there's some crazy shit going on and then you wake up and you're like, oh, thank God that wasn't real. But like that was amazing while it was happening.
Yeah.
So you enjoy nightmares?
Yeah, because I don't have like people talk about flying in dreams and shit like that. I never have shit like that.
Yeah,
So
I've
that's
never
as
had that
close
well.
as I can get to being far away from reality as possible.
Because I guess, for most people have like nightmares, but in your nightmares, like you wake up and have the same size penis.
And my penis is actually like half its size. It's actually.
Because like for me and Bish, we have like a Jackson penis, they call it.
Oh, is your mic on, baby boy?
Oh.
The Jackson.
Yeah, it is. I'm just making sure we're getting this gold.
That's good. Hey.
The Jackson penis. That's
The Jackson penis usually is like a throughout history it's been a thing that people see in their nightmares.
What about like a
And then they
Jackson
wake up.
penis instead of like a Jackson Pollock?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, Jackson Pollock.
And it'd be like, what is this? This is rubbish, this art. There's nothing there.
This is a
That's
bunch
the
of
point.
Pollocks right there.
That's the point. It's the Jackson
There's
penis.
not even a canvas or anything.
Went to the Jackson penis exhibition.
The
and there was
Jackson
nothing
penis.
There.
So we got a very exciting segment on today's potty.
Yes.
Something that we haven't actually done before. A brand new
Have sex
segment.
with a woman.
Actually, could you vamp for 1 second, boys?
Jackson's gonna have sex with a woman on the podcast. Something we've never done before, which is
And
kind of terrifying.
yeah, I'm getting an exclusive right now.
We are getting it exclusive because we just need to make sure, just kind of control him because he's probably gonna start crying and convulsing. He'll be like, he'll be throwing up as well. So we have the bucket here. We have the strongest Viagra ever made.
The strongest. Yeah.
Because nothing's gonna happen when he sees a woman.
What constitutes the strongest Viagra? Is it like Viagra that lasts like a hard-on which lasts longer than like 24 hours?
I think so many of those Viagras last.
Or it's like a 24/7 Viagra, like a Macca's for Viagra. It just
going
never
4
goes
a.m.
down.
Yeah, we're still open. We're still open, by the way.
And it's just like some like lady, just like like how like drive-throughs, they're just hating their life because they're working the drive-through at 3 a.m. It's just, yeah, what can I get for you?
What can I get for you? Hard penis.
That's all we have.
That's all we have. Is hard penis. We took a Viagra.
Recording too. Boom! It took me 5 minutes to find that music, and it stopped
I
recording.
like it getting kissy Vishaal. Like, no, we gotta stop recording. We don't want to be a part of this. We don't want to do our own segment.
All
This
right,
sounds
everyone-
fucking
We're
weird.
just saying we don't like this bit either.
Everybody, welcome back to Getting Kissy with Vishy,
Ooh, all right.
a sexy new segment where our guest Vishaal breaks
stop
down
recording again,
some relationship problems.
Oh,
him.
I
We sprung it on him nicely.
wait, my relationship or your relationship?
I think it's people all over the world.
People all over the world, you're going to be breaking down their problems.
I'm not too sure about
Oh,
this
man,
bit, just
I
going
am
into
definitely-
it.
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
So
see how we go.
first problem we have. Here we go. So boyfriend wants me to lose weight to introduce me to his family and friends. So my boyfriend wants me to lose weight to introduce me to his friends. We started dating when I was the same size I am right now, but he wants me to get back to the physique I was 4 years ago. When I'm saying that is toxic, he guilt trips me saying he wants me to be healthy and save the relationship. What do I do? Does he really want me to lose weight in the name of getting healthy? What do you think, Vish?
Oh man, starting off with a hard one. We're
What
starting
are we
off on
talking
the
about? How I
hot.
start my day?
We're talking about
Morning wood?
Wow.
Vicious
Oh wow.
penis, looking at
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I've turned into What's that famous doctor or like person who does like relationship stuff on TV? Is there
Dr.
one?
Dre.
Dr. Dre. Yeah, I'm the Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre would be like, yeah, you got to beat that woman. You have to beat that woman.
Yeah, the Chronic.
Like Dr. Dre, it's just like Dr.
Get it?
Bill. It's
Okay.
just Dr. Dre beating women up.
So wait, so she's consider like all right. So she's like questioning.
Yo, Dre,
Whether-
she cheated on me, man. Yo, get over here.
I see why you asked me instead of Kareem about this about the relationship.
Yeah, so what do you think?
So
Should-
okay, so she's like she's like wondering whether her boyfriend actually wants her to lose weight or is he like
Well, I guess the question is, what do I do?
I don't know, like if all right, what do you want, the serious answer or the funny answer? Or
Tell us the answer.
the answer. Oh wow,
Yeah.
all right, fucking break up with him, man. Like
Dang.
yeah, I mean, look, if she feels that her boyfriend only would introduce her to his friends only after she loses weight, then I don't know, like he kind of feels, I don't know, like isn't that weird that you would like say that like after 4 years or something?
If she's not willing to do that, she doesn't deserve a real man. That's the truth.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fucking break up with him.
Break up with you. Yeah,
Break up with him, man. Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
What? Yeah, you know, you have to be happy with who you are. Like, you know, even if you've gained weight. Look, if you're losing it for yourself, that's a different thing. But if you're doing it just because your boyfriend wants you to, then, you know, like
yeah, because he's kind of posing it, saying, "Oh, look, she's so unhealthy, and that's the problem." But that's not the problem.
But what? How is he healthy himself?
They're not going to sit here and go, "Oh, wow, she's really unhealthy." You should, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Just him.
yeah, but like again, like, you know, he definitely has this like thing of, oh, I'm too ashamed to introduce her to my friends and family. So like, why does he have that? Like, what's his deal? Like, why would he? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I feel like she should. And again, like, who's he? Like, yeah, what's his health life like? Like, is he healthy? In what way is he more healthier? Like, he probably is the same size. I don't know.
What if she is 200 kilograms? Would that make a difference to your answer?
Well, is she 200 kilograms?
We don't know.
What do you mean?
But if
clearly you know because you're reading it out. But is she like how like yeah?
We have no more information. That's the only information they.
And how
She didn't
much?
give her weight.
Yeah,
No.
like 200. I feel like I don't know. Like what was it? Like I don't know whether you can gain 200 kilos in like 4 years. It normally.
No. They started dating when they were when she was the same size that she is now.
Right.
She hasn't put on any more weight. They've been together, and he's like, "All right, this is cool, but if you want to meet my fam, you got to drop some kgs, baby girl."
The awkward thing is what she had to be the weight she was 4 years ago. And they're 12 years old. Which is kind of the awkward thing.
Yeah.
All right, so
and yeah, introducing them to and at 17, it's like at 16, this is my 200 kilo girlfriend.
What was that, like 13? Yeah, gosh, 13 and 17 are 4 years apart.
And then and he's thinking of introducing them to the parents and friends and all that. I'm like, you know, you're 17. Let's just keep it.
There's a big difference between a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Even though it's 4 years.
because that's a crazy time.
Like a 17-year-old is a woman.
No, she's not.
She's a
keep telling yourself that. Right?
Asking for it.
She's a completely legal
woman.
Legal, yeah.
All right, so I guess that's the answer. Is
I would say, yeah, like if you're gonna lose weight, do it for yourself. Don't do it for your, your boyfriend, unless you're married, and even then, I don't know.
Unless you're married, then you should be whatever size he wants.
Yeah. No, look. Yeah, like again, it's 4 years. Like, who's to say? Like, even if she does lose the weight, like, who's to say that they'll last for another 4 years, or another 4 years after that, right? So then, like, let's just say she loses all that weight, and then they introduce the parents, and then the parents are like, "Oh, we don't like her," or your friends are like, "Oh, we don't get a good vibe from her." Like, I mean, she did all of that just to please her boyfriend, when in fact, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree. That's a good answer.
She doesn't care about it as well. The fact that she went on Reddit means she doesn't like losing weight, and weight is.
And it doesn't matter like how big big or small your girlfriend is. Like, you should just introduce them, because, again, it's not really a relationship if you have to like hide it from not just from your friends and family, but also from yourself, because you're not just hiding it from, like, you don't want people to know. Oh yeah, like, what's the deal? What's the deal with that?
it's like a Jackson's penis. The girl says, "I want."
Yeah, there's nothing to hide.
The size that it was 4 years ago.
There's nothing to hide.
It's gotten smaller for some reason. I don't want to introduce you to my parents until your penis is the size it was.
I actually enjoyed that segment. I like.
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh, it's still going.
All right, so next question. My boyfriend sent a photo of us in a sex act without my consent to some random dude online. My face or identifying parts were not in the pic, but I cannot get it off my mind. Anyone have any advice? So she had one night in bed. She was chatting with he was chatting with a random guy about a male-female threesome with him and the guy's girlfriend, and I asked to see the chat. He sent the man a photo of my arm holding his erect member. So what does she do?
Her hand is in it, is it?
Holding his penis, yeah.
Holding a guy.
Wait,
it's
who's...
just her hand, not her face.
So her partner was talking to another couple about having a threesome with them.
Right.
And the photo...
Foursome or whatever.
Is it...
No, threesome.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, only one member from that couple. Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah. And the photo that he sent was a picture of her holding his penis, which is
Just
pretty
her-
hot. That's pretty hot.
It's just her hand,
But
her
yeah,
face
is it just
isn't
her hand or is
Just her hand.
Or she's like just posing and like doing like the
It's just her hand.
But she's like...
doing the Asian thing.
But she's a tattoo
So
artist.
it's just
and
but like again, like can anyone like recognize another person's hand? Like if he's like, you know.
But
like-
she's a tattoo artist and she has her face painted on her hand.
Oh, she has. Wait, does she actually have?
No.
What is she making? All right.
That's no one can recognize anyone's hand. That's insane.
Yeah, that's yeah.
This is why we haven't had a female
Yeah, why would?
president in
Yeah,
America.
why? Yeah, if it's just the hand, unless it's like her name or like her face or just like a fucking address written on her, tattooed on her hand, then
So she's justified in leaving.
No.
She's not.
It's just her hand. Nothing's distinguishable about a hand.
Okay, yeah, true.
But why would he take the photo of her, you know?
She's got smaller hands, probably.
And so he just wanted to measure it to scale, like.
And it's because he's got one of those old school cameras where it needs both hands to kind of do the flash and take the photo.
Does he have to like go like under a hood and just like?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. Justified in.
What about like a KKK member being like, no, I'm an old-fashioned photographer. That's why I'm wearing this. I'm taking, well, that'd be a really funny bit. And people like take the hood off and it's a guy taking like a photo, an old-fashioned photo. It's literally like walking around in like a KKK hood.
Or it's
They'll be
like-
what is this? Oh, and they laugh when they see a guy. It's,
Or it's a Polaroid. It's just like, and he's just like just wagging it down, shaking it.
do you know one of those funny old like public pranks and they're like silent? Have you ever watched any of those? Like those.
Are you like the-
Norwegian sort of?
Oh, like
Yeah.
Benny Hills or something?
Yeah, they're kind of like it's in that northern European kind of silly hippy dippy
Yeah. But
countries. They do that. It's like it'd be a person and their pants would fall off and they'd be like, "Whoa!"
Right.
I thought you could do that bit with like the hood, like literally a guy. Yeah. Anyway.
all right, back to the
question.
lady holding the penis. And getting a photo.
Closing remarks on that one?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Just leave it.
All right.
Like what? Yeah, like yeah. If you feel uncomfortable, then yeah, talk to him about it. And if he's like, nah, it's just a photo, then leave him. Then yeah, you know what I mean?
What could he do to make it okay? Could he talk his way out of that?
Well,
He's
if
like-
he's well, yeah.
You just have really nice hands.
Yeah, I think he could. I mean, if he's like willing, if he's open to a threesome, then you know maybe she's also. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
All right. Well, last segment.
I love.
What
being
if you found out
the love
couple
guru
were-
right here, right? Not the Mike Myers one. The,
Yeah, I know. What
An
about the
actual
couple
Indian.
was a black couple, and there's a black woman who's looking at her hand. How do you feel now? She's like, I don't want that monkey looking at my hand.
All right. Next
Anyway,
question.
Next question. Next question.
This is the last one. My boyfriend won't protect me from creeps. So I went to a bar last night as my boyfriend was on shift and I didn't want to be home alone. This guy starts grabbing me, whispering in my ear, taking photos of me and getting aggressive when I told him I had a boyfriend. My boyfriend watches this happen. He began masturbating. No, I'm just kidding about the last bit. I was dressed all covered up and was just trying to read my book, but this guy kept touching me. My boyfriend stood there, blank face, and did nothing. In the end, I left the bar and ran home terrified. Not once did he stick up for me. The most he did was say that I left. The most he did was say that I left because he made me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. So what should she do?
She fucking leave that guy, man. Like out of all of them, like out of all the stories I've heard so far, or the questions, that is pretty shitty. Like the fact that first of all, her boyfriend is just being cocky about the whole thing. You know, getting hit on by creeps. This girl's getting hit on, and instead of doing something. And of course, it's not like they're not in the same, like, you know, they're in the same bar, right? Does it happen in a bar? Yeah. And he can easily see that. And then she's, you know, she goes home crying about it, obviously, because, you know, she's upset about the whole thing. Yeah. And he just goes like, oh, yeah, you just ran. What did he say again? Like, you just ran home and crying or something? Like, yeah.
Because you felt uncomfortable.
You felt uncomfortable, but then you would have, your job is to comfort her rather than just say the, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Dang.
I guess what if the guy like literally was just getting hard? What would you do? You're getting the best erection of your life watching a guy kind of touch your girlfriend. Bit better than ever. Like, it's the craziest feeling.
That is the weirdest
And you go to interfere and it just goes down. You're like, I don't know what to do here.
I wonder if that's how people realize.
I know.
What do you mean?
What about that movie, what's that movie, Drive or something like that? Where,
that Ryan Gosling one?
I think like the cop pulls this couple over and then he starts feeling up the girl right in front of her husband.
Right, the cop.
Yeah.
But
and the guy's kind of like watching as this
cop
kind of like...
Yeah, but like obviously like that's a cop, and I mean it's obviously just a movie, but yeah, but like again it's a cop, right? So if you
can't do anything.
No, you can try, but most probably you'd get shot at or like get thrown in jail. I mean, obviously now I think with, you know, like last couple of years, it's how we look at the police has been a lot different compared to like 10 years, 20 years ago. But yeah,
now they're heroes.
Now Kareem looks at him through sunglasses.
He's trying to be a cop himself. That's why he's got those. Those eight, they're not, So yeah, fucking leave.
It's kind of funny. I feel like if you're going on the internet and kind of like typing, "What should I do?" You should leave. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's probably...
Yeah, and also, you know the answer, but for some reason you're asking the internet as to... You know what I mean? Like, you know deep down...
You probably need the courage or something to
Yeah, and you need, like, someone on Reddit to tell you leave. You know what I mean? Rather than... or someone on your DMs or whatever. Like, you know, like, you know what to do. You're too afraid to take the... And of course, I'm not saying that leaving is going to be easy or comfortable, but it's better than like being in a relationship which is, you know, shitty. Or you know it's shitty and you know you have a shit boyfriend or partner or whatever you want to call him. And you just, I
would probably go as far as to say as that's probably the first step in realizing it. They might not even need the response. Do you know what I mean? But the act of doing that means that they've had to do that. They've been driven to such a point. Yeah. So it's probably a good thing.
But
so that's the end of the segment, I guess. Getting kissy with Vishy.
It was
something
about Home Alone. She didn't want to be Macaulay Culkin.
I don't know if you've seen the new Home Alone, the reboot.
Homo Alone.
And it's like Home Sweet. No, Homo Alone.
And it's Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even like it.
It's Home... It's actually even worse than that.
It's Home Alone and it's just my balls. They're like, there's nothing else down here.
It's called Home Sweet Home Alone, and it's fucking awful. I feel like it is so bad.
I crew in it.
Well, yeah,
I can't even.
It's a sequel to The Dirt. It's after they got back, after they said they were gonna cancel or like they were gonna end Motley Crue, and then years later they come back and they're like, "Oh, we're back together." I'm like, "Isn't this the final tour?" And you know, they're like years later after The Dirt became. Anyways, that's some Motley Crue trivia for you.
I know. Also, I just say, where's the funny bit about?
Yeah, there's no funny bit. There's no funny bit. I just babbled on about fucking Motley Crue.
I like the idea.
Yeah, but don't. Sweet. Yeah, I highly recommend not watching that movie.
Home Sweet Alone.
Home Sweet Home Alone. It's so like even the fucking title is shitty.
I do like the idea that Motley Crue were in that reboot.
And they're trying to have sex with Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, that'd be good. Home Sweet Home Alone, and it's Motley Crue trying to have sex with
Macaulay Culkin. Like, we'll give you a backstage pass kind of thing. They're like, he's just like,
he looks like an underage girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to have sex with him.
And it's just like, and Macaulay Culkin setting traps for Motley Crue, and then... You know, Vince Neil falls off a ladder. And
All the traps are like underage girls, and there's like marbles at the bottom of the stairs.
oh yeah, and it's like a line of coke, and then Tommy Lee tries to snort it,
And it's
like
fentanyl.
yeah, it's fentanyl. And then the ambulance comes to pick. That'd be so funny.
And then he shaves all their heads at the end, and then they no longer have a music career. And they're like, okay, this is interesting. Apparently our hair was the only thing that made us successful.
He like sets up a trap and it sprays like Hello Kitty perfume on all of them, and then they all think that they're underage girls and start having sex with each other.
Yeah.
That's good.
Take a ride on the wild side.
Something like a young Pamela Anderson or something like that.
Young Pamela.
And then he's like, no, she's 23 at the time or something. That's disgusting. I wouldn't have sex with this.
That's disgusting. She's 23.
Disgusting.
How old are you, Pamela? 23. Fucking get out of my face.
I want to have sex with this 11-year-old boy. I mean, probably 16-year-old girl. I meant 16-year-old girl. I'm not interested in young boys. But yes, I think we have some.
Yeah, got any more?
Next segment.
We actually do have a fun little segment. Do you want to do world? We've got like a world news segment. We could probably finish on that with that day. Oh, we're doing the world news. Okay.
All right.
Here we go, folks. This is the world news where we make very cheap jokes about news articles going on in the world. Here we go. So, the idea of the Chinese government's 3 NOS with regard to the LGBTQI community is a bit misleading. Okay, let's see how we're going to go, folks. Let's see how we go
Yeah,
today.
starting off strong right there. Talking about the Chinese government. So wait, so what is it? They're
I
just
have no
banning
idea.
LGBTQI people, or what's it?
I don't know what 3 NOS means.
What is 3 NOS?
I have no idea. Let's assume what it means. There's something about like...
Is it like if you do like 3 gay acts that you're...
You have 3 NOS, and then we're gonna kill you. How would
You were in a glory hole, that's your first NOS, right there.
You have sex
You're
with
on thin
another-
ice with your 2 NOSes left, and it's just...
You got 2 NOSes left. It's like, okay, yeah, you've been caught with a man. You've got 1 more NOS left.
And then if you have sex with an underage girl, then you get all your NOS back.
High five. There we go. Tip of the iceberg. Dutch confirm 13 Omicron cases as WHO studies variant severity.
Wait, what?
Why is the band The Who? Pete Townsend being like, okay, so
We've got a new song, yeah? It's called Omicron. It's a new rock opera.
It's
It's gonna be better than Quadrophenia. It's gonna spread worldwide.
It's about me having sex with an 11-year-old boy.
COVID-19. What about COVID-69?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That's
We're
like
the
how you
Who.
how you
We're
get
funny.
COVID when you get a COVID when you do it in a 69. How'd you contract it? Well, I was one way, he was the other way.
That's good.
Yeah.
How the threat of disclosure could bring Ghislaine Maxwell's sex trafficking trial to a swift end.
A swift end.
A
Who's going to
swift
stop that?
end. Yeah, well,
pop singer Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, I know. And her,
Why do they
her
call it
end,
a-
her
why do they-
rear end, or...
Yeah,
Why
there'll
do
be a
they call
Taylor
it a-
Swift concert after she's sent to prison. As she's like going to the like like in like the orange jumpsuit, you're like, we are never ever gonna get back together.
That's good. That's good.
I knew
Threat of
you were
disclosure.
trouble.
I don't even know what that means. Okay, here we go. Taiwan scrambles combat aircraft amid Chinese incursion.
Well, that's because they were out of eggs.
I don't. We have to scramble something. There's no more eggs. How about we
I got a whiteboard. It says what I'm going to do for the day, and that was on there. Scramble eggs. I'm all out of eggs. I got to scramble
So
something.
you got to scramble their combat aircraft.
I made a promise to myself. Wait, who even did it? Why am I
Taiwan.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not
How
doing
would,
it.
how would a Taiwanese person sound, Vish?
Hello.
This is it. Hello, I'm from Taiwan.
I'm from Taiwan.
Do you have any dogs I can eat? Yes.
I'm seeing a theme to this segment here.
There was a real.
This is very anti-CCP right here.
Do you know what it is, Vish? This is what we did last week, and this was something along the lines of why I was at worst.
Are we trying to go at it with the CCP, like
What's CCP?
Chinese Communist Party? Yeah.
A
What?
party? Why wasn't I invited?
What is that?
Because you're not Chinese.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't turn it off.
Because you're not Chinese.
What about CCs, the corn chips? And it's like
CC.
Chinese people being like, no, they're very good.
Or the
Stands for
CC.
Communist China.
Or like when you're writing an email and it's just like CC. It's just
There we go. Yeah,
carbon
Communist
copy.
China.
Carbon copy.
Communist China.
Just
You
emptying
gotta send-
a bag of Doritos into
You
the
gotta
printer.
send if you're sending an email to someone, you gotta send the same email to the Chinese Communist Party.
Okay.
Keep tracks. Yeah.
What else?
New
we got?
Zealand
What else?
politician cycles to hospital in labour to give birth again.
Wait, what?
New Zealand politician cycles to hospital in labour to
Wait,
give birth
cycles.
again.
So she was
See,
pregnant.
she's
You think she
writing-
would have learnt the first time that she should find a different way to get to hospital?
Oh, I thought this is the only way we could get there.
No, you can take a bus.
You could take oh no, you could take a bus.
You can take a bus.
You
Oh,
take
no,
a-
but I want to cycle there. I'm gonna give birth to my child.
That's enough.
What
Silly.
the?
That's enough silly Taiwanese accents.
that was Taiwanese.
That was a Taiwanese person.
That was.
Here we go. COVID positive. Czech president swears in prime minister from transparent box. What are we talking about? Jackson's penis, the transparent box.
Wait, what? He's swearing from a
He
transparent.
swears in prime minister from transparent box. I don't even know what that means.
Wait, he swear.
All right, you're fucking in.
Yeah. He swears in. Okay, so he's
That's very funny.
Yeah, he's the president, prime minister. Yeah. Okay.
China study warns of colossal COVID outbreak if it opens up, with daily case forecasted to exceed 630,000. Okay, so how would this Chinese
Yeah, how do-
person sound? Vish?
How does a Chinese person sound?
Yes. So he's warning of a colossal COVID.
All right, stop doing that with your eyes, Vish. Stop doing that.
I
no.
said it's going to be colossal. It's gonna
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Dance around it. Don't just do it.
Outback's going to be colossal.
Oh,
Ah.
Okay. 630,000. That's probably the amount of women that are killed in China for being born not men. Anyway. Baby born on boat among hundreds of migrants rescued off Italian coast.
no. What do you got?
Wait.
Okay. Okay. There was a baby born on boat, and it was among hundreds of other migrants rescued off the Italian coast. Hey,
Okay.
I'm getting born over here.
Hey, Mark, give me a suck on them titties.
It's not how mum used to do it. I can't do an Italian accent.
I know, I don't even know.
I can't even do.
Here we go. A fashion superstar, Louis Vuitton star, designer Virgil
Oh, yeah, I've
Abloh
heard this one,
dies
yeah.
of cancer.
Didn't he collaborate with Kanye West? Didn't he work with
I think
Virgin?
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of his like Yeezys and a bunch of his fashion stuff.
He
did.
took Kanye's dream role working at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I heard.
And now look where he's ended up.
Look, yeah.
That's where this is what Kanye's saying.
Yeah, wonder what Kanye's thinking now. You think he's like reaching out to Louis Vuitton? Hey, is the job open?
I reckon he's reaching out to. I reckon he's.
Kanye, I know it is open, but it's a little bit too soon. We'll probably give you a call in a few weeks. That's very insensitive. You're like, what do you mean?
What if
Is
he's
it
like-
open? Is it open? I just want to know if the job's open. Because I
What if
think
he's
there
like-
may be.
What if he's like, it's open, but no, you gotta start off as an intern. He has to like work his way up to Kanye the intern.
Here
That'll
we
be his next album, The Intern.
Kim Jong-un may have pulled off an astounding COVID-19 feat, but there's a looming threat to his power.
I also pulled off an astounding COVID-19 threat, and by COVID-19 threat, I mean my penis.
Yes.
There we go.
Of course.
Yeah, because it was...
When I heard about the news of...
It tested negative.
Yeah.
It was 19 millimeters. Yeah, they call it.
Tested negative.
Some businesses start to reopen as Solomon Islands, as Morrison says, more support being sent from Australia.
What's happening in the Solomon Islands?
It's
Were there riots or some shit?
just like one guy there.
And it's Solomon?
I'm a solo man.
Solomon
It's
Burke,
like-
that R&B singer from the 80s, is just there.
Well, that was a real... I
He's just causing so much trouble.
okay. People are searching for food, queuing for fuel and cash in Honaria after days of riots shut down the city. It's like we...
Solomon Burke, what have you done?
be like, yeah, we refuse to stop rioting until something about Jackson having a small penis. There we go.
That's what caused the
It's like,
riots.
what do you people want? I don't even know. It's something about
You just watch seeing someone's penis, like, fuck it, let's burn this shit down.
Here's a good
Cause
one.
all of anarchy, yeah.
Here's a good one. We touched on this last week. The world is asking, where is Peng Shui? But Chinese
This is gonna be good, yeah. Where is Peng? Yeah.
Where is Peng Shui? But tennis fans don't even know she's missing.
Wait, what's her name? Peng Shui?
Peng Shui.
Not Feng Shui, Peng Shui.
Oh, that's good. Peng Shui is actually everywhere. I use her to decide my...
No, it's not. Yeah, it's just off balance. So you have
I
to.
know, yeah.
It's kind of off.
Peng Shui's in my living room. I got my cousin onto it. I got my brother onto it. It's actually just really helping them kind of enjoy the space.
I heard she's doing fine now. I think.
Peng Shui?
Yeah, well, Well, the CCP told us that she was doing well, so I'm just gonna assume that she's doing really well. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Interesting.
You have to listen to them.
Yeah, I actually don't know anything about Peng Shui. I don't even know why people.
Yeah.
In trouble with the government. Is that
No, so she accused
Jackson
a
having
higher
small
up.
penis, of having a small penis. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna kill her now.
I like how that. That's why she got off Twitter. She's just like, the government. Sorry, man. No, yeah. So she accused like one of the like Chinese CCP higher ups of like sexual assault from like a few years ago. And yeah, so she went on like television or something. Like she made it public, and so a lot of people believe that they're trying to silence her because she was making all of these accusations. So they think they blocked her Twitter and a bunch of other social media accounts. And
He's like, yes. Oh. Okay, we're back.
all right,
She accused someone of sexual assault. She was like, yeah, he was just in a bar and he didn't do anything to stop his girlfriend being touched. He didn't do anything. He just stood there.
oh,
and
so
she had
that's
to
what the
laugh.
story was about. Was that CCP official? That was her boyfriend.
that was her boyfriend.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
and then she and then I think what was it? Like people were like trying to figure out what happened to her and all that sort of stuff, and they thought that the CCP were just having, like, they were just telling her to shut up and take control of her social media. I think they blocked like a lot of like even the Chinese media social media accounts like
social media
WeChat,
accounts, yeah.
WeChat, and a bunch of others. And then what was it? Just I think a week ago she had come out to say, I don't know if it was her official statement, but she's like, "Oh, I am fine. I'm doing fine. I was not in the right state of mind." Just sort of like backtracking on her.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And she did like a John Cena.
But yeah. Well, John Cena just said that Taiwan was a country, and well, he accused a country of being a country. Fucking John Cena. Like, I like how like John Cena was like, "Yeah, you can't see me," and the CCP, "No, we see you."
What if John
You better
Cena,
apologize for that, Mr. Cena.
What about instead of speaking Mandarin, he just spoke with like a really racist Chinese? It's like, I so sorry for what I said.
What about John Cena and he's just like a female pop star?
Oh, there
John
we go.
Cena.
There we go. That's good.
You can't
That's
see me
really
through the
good.
chandelier.
Here we go.
Like,
What's
yeah,
going
all right.
on here?
Another CCP story.
It actually is. Which is.
Oh, great.
What
yeah.
does China have to do with the violent protests in Solomon Islands? Why is Australia intervening?
What does China have to do?
With the protests in Solomon Islands,
I-
I've told you guys I do not have a small penis. I don't care what Peng Shui said. I'm going to kill people. No, but I heard she said, and then he just starts killing back.
And then it goes to the Solomon Islands.
Wait,
Take
Australia.
anger out somewhere.
Australia is intervening.
Apparently.
well,
Ooh.
you
I
know,
know.
like, you know, that whole AUKUS deal, the Australia, UK, US deal, that submarine deal?
Yeah.
That was a way to, like, fight China in case they sort of get, like, big militarily. Because, you know, I think they took over Hong Kong, and now they're looking at taking over Taiwan. And
Who
that's
is?
China.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, they feel like, yeah, if they take over both Hong Kong and China, then they can have missiles launch into...
And I
Yeah, I
wonder
know.
where they're going to send those missiles. Folks that did certain voices of... anyway.
Everyone should just start tweeting and saying like, yeah, you'd only want to like take over another country if you have a small penis.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And then like, yeah, we're taking Taiwan.
Okay, here we go. Finally, I can see my family. Visa holders welcome Australia's borders opening from December 1st. Also, I wear glasses now or something like that. I can finally see my family. This doesn't affect me, but
Had nothing to do with the visa.
nothing.
They're two different stories.
What else is going on? What is... Oh, here we go. Boston Celtics, Enes Kanter, changing surname to Freedom.
What's
I
the
think he
first
should-
name?
His first name, he's Enes Kanter. I thought he should change it to Enes Ken. I don't want to have Kant in my last name.
And he's
So
changing
instead of that,
wait, he's changing his name to Freedom.
Freedom.
his name to Freedom.
I know, like
And
Ron,
his Freedom.
Ron Artest changed his name to Meta the World Peace. I think it was like, I don't know if it was just after the Malice in the Palace
Yeah.
incident, but yeah, he changed it, and yeah, so he actually won a championship under the Lakers with the name Meta the World Peace. Imagine, you know, you're being awarded.
Yeah, John. What about John
Welcome, your
Cena?
NBA champion from 2010.
about-
Meta the World Peace.
John Cena changing his name to Peng Shui is a liar.
What about Enes?
Your next superstar, Peng Shui, is a liar.
Enes Freedom, but Enes actually
You
means...
listen here, Peng Shui is a liar. You don't ever go against me, brother.
Enes Freedom, but Enes actually means women should not have.
Oh, that's true.
Something there.
That's really good.
Sorry, that makes me John Cena like killed me.
Yo, what's up? My name's Peng Shui is a liar. I'm coming after that WWE.
My
title
time
next
is
week.
up.
Peng Shui is a liar. Woo. Okay, here we go. Scientifically unjustified. African leaders call for urgent lifting of Omicron travel bans. Why won't you let us go where we want to? We want to go and see the white women. My son, he likes the WWE. He wants to go see Peng Shui is a liar live. There's nothing more. He wants to go and see his favorites. He wants to go see his favorites.
China's...
He wants to
Peng
see
Shui is a
freedom.
liar.
He wants to see freedom. Play for the
He wants to
Celtics.
see freedom play. Women have no is a very good player.
China's like, have you seen how much black guys like white women? I don't think they've found out about us yet. If we kind of can maybe put something in order to kind of... You know what I mean.
I watched that Squid Games. That girl was very. That one.
I love that. Like that's a reference for China's Squid Game.
What do you mean? It was all Chinese people in that show, right?
And one brown guy for some reason. Basically, he had the Raj role. He was just like Raj from The Big Bang Theory in a Korean.
Yes.
He was just like the sort of gullible, like lighthearted character.
What if he was just like played by Kevin Hart? Yo, you're crazy, man! You're gonna do what? What we doing? Man, this little crazy, man.
You know the part where he's like trading.
I'm gonna be good at this licking game.
You gotta get all the other guys' marbles.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give you my marbles. I'll give you my marbles, but you better not do nothing crazy with them.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
Kevin Hart in Squid Game.
Here we go. I could go for one more thing talking about the Solomon Islands, just because I don't even...
Because it's... Yeah, because the CCP stuff's getting too old. Let's just go switch it up. Solomon Islands.
Karim search Solomon Islands news.
Okay, last one. Manchester United draw with leaders Chelsea.
Yeah.
Tottenham Frozen out. Oh, them Tottenham fellows want to watch Frozen all the time. Frozen out.
Harry Kane's not in this one. What the fuck? It's all just princesses. This is pretty Frozen.
My Peng Shui is a bloody liar. Anyway, folks. She's a bloody liar. Anyway, we're done with that, folks.
We're probably,
Yeah.
what have I got here? Curb Stomp Your Serenity Now, Getting Kissy with Vishy.
I also had
that it?
Australia's
That
reaction.
was it. That was just, yeah.
There's a good article by Pedestrian I saw right before we started. It's saying Australia's reaction to the Omicron variant
Is
has
racist.
been, yes,
I
unapologetically
fucking
racist.
knew that it would say that. Like, that's such a pedestrian viewpoint.
I know.
Is it
I
racist?
know,
Like,
so.
You're like, oh yeah, go to pedestrian. I want to hear what they say about the Omicron. Oh yeah, racist. Again,
Yeah, racist.
everything is racist. Even the Wuhan lab leak theory is racist.
I
Even
know,
though
yeah.
the previous theory wasn't racist at all, which is there were Chinese people eating bats and snakes and pangolins and like that was not racist. But the virus coming out of a lab, that's racist. Like you shouldn't talk about it, even though. The lab itself was funded by the U.S. government. I wonder why they don't want...
Okay, Bish, going down.
Sorry, I'm just fuming after a 4-month lockdown. You want to... There's more... there's a lot more questions than answers, and people just... Yeah, sorry.
Let's go down this rabbit hole. I want to go down it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, after this lockdown, I it just made me think, like, I feel like the media...
And who runs the media?
Whoever.
There's a specific group that seem to really...
Let's just say the first name is Ice. Or the first part of the last name
Ice.
is
Vanilla Ice. What?
And the second part
Ice
is...
Baby. The guy who did Ice Baby runs...
Right.
That's a little one for anyone who's listening closely. A little bit
Okay,
earlier.
I almost don't know. I want to go and listen
Yeah.
back and figure this one out. It's Vanilla Ice running the media. This thing crazy, man. This is.
I didn't steal that Queen lick. I didn't steal that.
Yo, man, that Peng Shui girl whack. That Peng Shui, she whack.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't. Yeah. Just that whole. Feel like the media. It's not so much what they're telling you. It's what they're not telling you.
Okay.
They've covered up Epstein for years. They covered up Weinstein for years.
What is the correlation between those two last names? I think Vish is
Here we
onto
go.
something here.
Here we go.
So they're covering up Epstein. They're covering up Weinstein.
They were very wealthy
covering-
people.
I like this game. It's putting
They were very wealthy, influential, and they had a fucked up fetish for.
Okay. For how they...
One of them had an island, and
What they think about Jesus Christ?
I don't think they believed in Jesus for
I
all
know,
the
yeah,
shit
they
that,
both-
all the stuff that they were doing. Jesus wouldn't approve of that. I'm a Hindu. I wouldn't know anything about Jesus. I'm just assuming, but
I was
yeah.
about
Wait,
to
you're
say-
what?
Wait, you're okay. Yeah,
We're closing. We're done.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Being
Ah!
Like a bit.
The first time
being
being.
practicing Hindu.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Mace Hindu from Star Wars?
Yeah, he's practicing too. He's one of the many millions of gods. I shouldn't say that. I'll get cancelled for saying that. No, he's not. I am
cancelled out of Hinduism. What do you have to do daily being a Hindu?
not really. Just don't eat beef, and
That's going to be hard for Jackson to do because he eats.
well, I'm like I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
Anyway,
I'm a practicing Hindu. Well, I was an atheist like years ago, and then when was it in 2014? I got back into the faith of Hinduism.
Really?
Yeah.
So dating a Hindu girl. Is that what got you back into it?
No.
It is, isn't it?
No, it's not. No.
She was like,
I did it
"I'll
all
show
for me. I did.
She
No, I
was
went
like,
on a.
You can meet my family, but you have to be Hindu. And you're like,
There
all right,
we
well, there's
go.
some things you can do for me.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, wow.
I think we should probably wrap there, fellas.
Yeah,
at
we'll
time.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything,
yeah.
anything else we all want to add? Anything else we want to... That was a great line
Yeah.
to finish on. That's gonna be
Oh, practicing Hindu. All right.
Do you want to plug?
Yes. So my
Yes.
podcast, well, do a podcast with my friend Mark Taylor, who's also a
I actually
comic.
meant butt plug.
So yeah, podcast is called Curb Your Serenity Now. Just it's basically a combination of
Keep
two
your
of the
Serenity
best
Mao.
sitcoms
Now.
of all time. Curb Your Serenity Now and Seinfeld. Serenity Now is one of the quotes from popular phrases of Seinfeld. So yeah, Curb Your Serenity Now. It's on all platforms.
Especially the platform shoes Fish is wearing right now to appear 5'11".
It's a great podcast. We get a lot of the same guests, whatever on.
Yeah.
So if you like this, yeah.
You're gonna love. Yeah, it's
I like it.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else?
Yeah. I've got an Instagram to plug. It's
Okay.
Vishaal, Vishaal, and instead of my last name Nandavar, it's Gramdavar. So Gramdavar.
Vishal Graham Devar.
Yeah.
Graham,
I don't know why I didn't think. I only just changed like a week or two ago, and I wondered why I never changed it before. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. It's that's a funny
Yeah,
one. I
so-
was even thinking of a quick one. What was it? How do you say the last name?
Nandavar,
I
Nandavar.
was saying never have I Nandavar. And it's a game.
I'm gonna put that would be probably the name of my first show.
No, that's actually good.
Oh,
yeah.
when's this coming out? I'll see if I
Wednesday.
can. This Wednesday?
Yeah.
Jackson's coming out on Wednesday. Okay.
Oh, well, no, it's fine. I'm actually doing a show tomorrow, but if it's coming on Wednesday, there's no need to plug it then because it'll be out on Wednesday. So,
Oh, yeah, true. When's the show tomorrow, though?
the Chippa Hotel.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, doing stand up there, doing 5 minutes, and yeah.
I like it.
What about bear with me.
No, that's good.
What about
If we just both kind of like ripped our shirts off, we had like a lot of hair and we were kind of like bears.
what about like I told my friend the other day, like I'm coming out on Friday.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What? You're gay?" And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
Oh, that's really good.
Something like
That's
that.
good.
It
I
was
like
like-
that a lot.
What is gay? Who is gay?
Okay, Peng Shui is
signing
a
out
liar,
from the Sausage
folks.
Boys.
All right, thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on, Vishy. All right, peace.
Taiwan isn't real.